Okay, hello tank toppers. Could very well be episode 2. We're here at our computers, fine tuning and digging deeper into the dates and the maps and where we're going to be. Just fine tuning all the time. The bikes are on the way. We packed them into Sydney 3 weeks ago. They did Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide. They've just left Adelaide. Now they're scooting back over to Auckland, New Zealand, then straight up to Seattle. The planned arrival is still on the due date of the 22nd of May, and we've now booked our flights. We're arriving the 1st of July. Steve, who's sharing the container with us, is arriving, I think, the 26th or 27th of May, so he'll get there a few days earlier, hopefully check the bikes, and our bikes will be in storage until we can pick them up. I'm hoping the storage place will be open on a Sunday. We arrive on a Saturday. If not, we'll be picking them up first thing Monday morning on the 3rd of July. And I had a great Zoom call with some Seattle friends I have discovered, Pat and Sue, and Pat looks after the whole IMRG in that area and other areas. And it looks like we have an IMRG Indian escort from Seattle we were going to go to Hope, but Pat's suggesting we go to Bellingham, which is about 150 k's, where on the Monday night, the 3rd of July, we will have a great night out with a whole bunch of fellow Indian riders that they're getting together and to join us for the ride and maybe the night there Monday night. And because Monday, that's the 3rd of July, the 4th of July, of course, being Independence Day, is a holiday. Monday is more than likely a holiday, and if it's not a holiday, I'm sure people will take the day off. So it should be quite a big to-do. Right, so Damien's done the maps on Google every step of the way, what it looks like. Now, I've got all the calendar dates here of what I'm doing. Damien's doing the maps, and what we're doing is we're comparing. I want to put down how many kilometres each stop is going to be, and any little notes when we've booked accommodation, what signature rides we've got to do, Indian dealerships that I might be appearing at, what free days we've got, any special events. That's just July. And then, of course, there is August and September. So are you ready, Damien?
What would you like to know?
I want to know. We're going to start right at the beginning. We're in Seattle. We wake up. We arrive Saturday night. We have Sunday free day to explore Seattle and just get our shit together. Monday morning, all being well, we'll go to the warehouse and pick our bikes up and basically get out of there. And that's where, I'm looking at August here. July, that's where Pat and Sue and a whole bunch of IMRG riders might escort us out of the city to where Pat suggested Bellingham, not Hope. We were going to try and get to Hope across the Canadian border, but Pat was suggesting that's not going to be so good because it's all highway, and we probably won't get out of Seattle till lunchtime by the time we pick our bikes up. There's a lot to think about. Okay, so we're going to start with, we're going from Monday, the 3rd of July. From Seattle to Bellingham, we've got 143 k's. Correct. You can go into the details now of the map.
Okay, thank you for that cue. So we've got 143 kilometres.
Yep. To Bellingham.
To Bellingham, that's correct.
Yeah. We're not booking a comm or anything just yet. We're just getting our shit together with all that.
Yep, that's
okay.
Right. And
so we're going to keep doing it. So, and then the next day, just to keep going, we're going Bellingham to Kamloops.
Yep, which is
323.
That is, just one moment, please. 323 kilometres.
Yep,
so
and that is Independence Day. Yep, cool. That's good. Then we've got on the 5th, we've got Kamloops to Golden. That's in Alberta.
Yeah, so that's
Kamloops is British Columbia. Yep. Golden is Alberta, and that's
360 kilometres.
360 k's, yep.
So around about 4 hours.
Then we have Golden to Lake Louise, Alberta.
263 kilometres.
Okay, I had 233, so I'll just whip that down. And then we've got Lake Louise. We're going to explore Lake Louise, Banff, and then get into Calgary, Alberta, which should only be about 130 k's.
290 kilometres.
Oh, shit, is it? Oh,
yep.
I got that one wrong. 290, so we won't be exploring too much. We've got to get... Well, we're just going to get into Calgary and then obviously just relax a bit because we've got 2 free days in Calgary for the Calgary Stampede.
Yep.
That's Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
So we've got 2 days in Calgary,
Mm-hmm.
Saturday the 8th and Sunday the 9th to do the Calgary Stampede.
Yep.
We get up Monday morning and we go Calgary to St. Mary's, Montana.
290 kilometres.
Okay, I had 360. So you're saying it's 290.
290.
290. And that is going to the Sun Road.
That's going to the Sun Road.
And we've booked the pass for that. So we've got that on that date.
Yep, going to the Sun Road. Yep.
Yep. And that's July the 10th.
And then?
Monday, going to the Sun Road. So we leave St. Mary's and we go to Kalispell, which I believe is Montana.
Which is 190 kilometres.
190 kilometres. Okay, 280. Okay, right. That's all similar. I'm only out by 100 k's. No, with that one I was only out by about 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we've got Kalispell to Helena, Montana. I've got 370 k's.
That's 310 k's.
Oh, good. It's getting quicker.
And then
Helena to Virginia City. The Virginia City in Montana. There's a
193.
million Virginia cities in America.
193 k's.
Oh, I put 200. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yep.
Close enough.
Yep, 2 hours.
So Virginia City, because that's a really cool place. Virginia City to Jackson, Wyoming.
300 kilometres, 299.
Yep. Now that is where Eagle Springs Indian dealership, and Pat was saying one of the best in the...
And that's where we'll be getting a service.
You will get a service.
Oh, well, yes, I'll be getting a service there.
Yeah, I might. Do you think I need one?
Possibly. We'll do you a bit of a check over. I think it does.
So we'll book in for Eagle Springs for a service.
Yep.
So and Eagle Springs is just 15 minutes out of Jackson.
Yeah, and I've heard they're a really good dealership.
So, and then we've got, and it could be that we do, if they can't do it the Friday afternoon, which I hope they can, we can pick it up Saturday and do it Saturday morning, and maybe I could do an appearance thing there on the Saturday morning. So, but after Jackson, after Saturday, we've got to get to Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Right.
Okay, we're going then from after you've got your bike tune done in Eagle Indian,
Mm-hmm.
Eagle, what's it called? And Eagle Sports.
Eagle Sports.
We leave Jackson for Rock Springs, 290 k's. Then we go Rock Springs to Grand Junction.
403.
Okay, I've got 420, so I'm going to knock that down to 400.
So it's 403, 4 hours and 49 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a big day.
It is a big day. We get to Grand Junction. It's a beautiful area there. I've ridden through there. Then we've got Grand Junction to Moab.
182.
Yep, I've got 190, close enough. Then we've got some free time because we're all around Monument Valley around here. So we've got Moab to Monument Valley, which I've got 320.
Yeah, I've got 257, but we're doing a bit of touring around that area.
Yeah, so I'm just going to change that to 360, I should say. Then we've got an exploration day in Monument Valley where we might do some touristy stuff.
Yep.
That's Utah, isn't it? Monument Valley's Utah? UT?
I'll go with that.
Yep. Then we've got Monument Valley to Durango. This is when we get back into Colorado. I've got 290 k's.
Just one moment, please. I've got 290 k's spot on. Correct weight.
Okay. Now, then we go, after Durango, we're doing the $1 Million Highway to Montrose. I've got 250 k's, which will take us a bit. Rightio. Yeah, I know that. But we're rolling in after 400 k's doing $1 Million Highway into Colorado Springs.
Oh, you're whinging already?
It's not your strength, this stuff. It's my strength. So we're in Colorado Springs. We're riding the peak on Sunday the 23rd.
Yes.
Riding the Pikes Peak Sunday the 23rd of July.
Yes.
Then on Monday we leave Pikes Peak.
Yes.
To Denver or Boulder, around there.
Which is 160 kilometres.
Perfect. That's exactly what I've got. Then we do Boulder to Laramie. Laramie to Casper. This is where we're getting in the exciting part. We're into Wyoming.
So that is 245 kilometres.
I've done 250. That's close enough. Then we've got Casper to Cody.
Okay, 348.
I had 350, and I need to put in, we've got a comm in. I've already booked Cody a comm at the hotel where Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane got it on, or whatever.
Well,
the Elmer. Anyway, where I've booked that a comm, so I'm going to put that in there. A comm is booked for Cody. We're going to want more time in Cody, but we haven't got it. Now, from Cody, this is where we do the Beartooth Pass, and this is a bit we need to...
Which is Red Lodge?
Red Lodge, Cody to Red Lodge is only like 63 k's.
102 k's.
Oh, I've got that wrong. 100. Change that to 100. Okay, and then I think what we've got. My understanding is when we do the Beartooth Pass, we've got to sort of come back. We've got to do it both ways because we've got to get back on track to get to.
Yes.
Billings and back, towards Sturgis.
So that is this area here.
Tell us if we're wrong on that, but I believe from
so this is where
Casper to Cody to Red Lodge is 100 k's. That includes the Beartooth Pass and Cook City. So we go Red Lodge to Cook City, or it's one and the same thing. I'm not really sure. I need some local intel on this. And then back again is 90 k's. So that whole Beartooth Pass is going to be like a day of exploring.
So
from Cody to Red Lodge, Cook City, we do Beartooth Pass. We end up in Billings after a couple of days. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 100 kilometres.
Then we've got Billings to Hewlett, Montana, and that's 430 k's I've got.
412 kilometres.
Okay, I'll just change that 3 to a 2 to 420. Big day. Got Hewlett to Deadwood, 110 k's. And we've got our accommodation booked there. Interestingly enough, the Hickok Hotel that we were booked out is under renovation, and they've moved us to the Seth Bullock Hotel just down the road. Anyone that's watched Deadwood would know Seth was the town sheriff in the day. Then we've got a tourist day in Deadwood, and that's where we're catching up with Brian from the Two Indians and hooking up with those guys. And then, so we've got...
which is 412, 412 kilometres.
Yeah, I've done from Billings to Hewlett.
To Deadwood.
Hewlett to Deadwood is what? I've got 110.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay, back again. Now, we've gone from Deadwood, we've gone to Billings to Deadwood. We're in Deadwood for 3 days, or 2 days, 3 nights. Then we go to Sturgis and stay with Paula and Bobby in Rapid City. Now, we have organised to stay in Sturgis for the whole 10 days of the festival. Personally, we both believe that that's going to be too much, but we did 10 days because I'm still negotiating appearances. So apart from the second week doing the Biker Bells Day, which I'm at, I've got a meeting next Tuesday with Indian to talk about maybe doing some meet and greets at the Indian dealership for Sturgis. We've got an Aussie night on Wednesday the 9th at Sturgis. There's a big Aussie night at some bar.
So all Aussies are catching up.
All Aussies are catching up that are going there. Then I'm suggesting we either leave the Thursday or the Friday instead of leaving the Sunday.
I think,
And that gives us more days on the Blue Ridge Parkway, which I think we're going to need it.
Yes. Okay. So the Spirit Lake Factory tour for Indian and the museum is open between Monday and Friday at 8 till 3 p.m.
Right. So
except
we're not
for public holidays.
Okay.
Now you have to.
We have to change.
No,
things.
so it's between Monday and Fridays only. Yep.
And we wouldn't get in there by 3 o'clock. We need more time on a Friday.
Yep. So what it's saying is when the tours are not available, you can still go through the visitor centre and the museum between Monday and Friday.
So still only Monday and Friday.
Friday between 8 and 3. Yep.
Okay, well that's
but
what
you got
we'll
a
do.
pre-book. So the original plan was from Spirit Lake to New Richmond, then across to through Milwaukee to Serena, and then to Toronto.
Yeah, that's crossing Lake Michigan.
Yeah, that's crossing.
That was 1650.
And the cost of going across was 1640.
Yep, kilometres. Going up and around.
Yep. So now, if the other option is Spirit Lake, New Richmond, but then up the top of into Canada.
Yep.
Right around the whole Lake Superior.
Yep.
Back down towards Sunbury, and then into Toronto, is actually is 2,292 kilometres. So it's an extra.
It's too much.
Yeah, an extra 800 kilometres.
No, that's too much. It adds too many days.
It adds too many days.
Because we
to
want
trip.
the days for the Blue Ridge, not for that. Okay.
No.
Back to square one. Gotten ourselves to Toronto we've picked up a day to do Blue Ridge Parkway, spend an extra day. We're coming into the Smoky Mountains, I believe, now, and we're just trying to work out where the Tail of the Dragon starts. So it looks like we might get 2 nights in Maggie Valley, and I'm doing a motorbike appearance at the Smoky Mountains Steel Horse Indian dealership on the Tuesday, so I've got to keep that. And then I think the next day from Maggie Valley we go to Maryville, which we think is about 150 k's and includes the Tail of the Dragon, if someone can help us with that. And then once we do that, we stay in Maryville that night after the Tail, and then we head to Lynchburg, Tennessee for the Jack Daniels place. Then on to Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're just trying to work out where the actual Tail of the Dragon starts after Maggie Valley, and if we're in the right direction. That adds, we don't know.
Just
we need advice.
the
So we've done Nashville. We've gone from Nashville to Memphis to K River, Hot Springs, K River, Adam Sandoval, Oklahoma, Amarillo, Madrid, Gallup, then Sedona, including Flagstaff, rest day in Sedona, and then
Vegas.
Williams is the base for the Grand Canyon stuff. Then we have to remember too, when we're going to Williams, there's the Roadkill Cafe. Williams to Vegas, 400 k's, where we stay for 4 nights in Vegas.
Williams to Vegas is 400.
Yep. And then after we leave Vegas, we're going to
Goldfield
and Tonopah. They're sort of near each other, I think, aren't they?
around about 300 k's.
I've got 350. That's probably it by the time we do both of them.
That's okay. Yep.
And then we've got Tonopah to Virginia City, Nevada. Now I've got to make sure
Virginia City, from Goldfields to Virginia City, I've got 382 kilometres.
Oh, I've got 350. I'll make that 390. But that's a different Virginia City to the one we saw at the beginning.
Yes.
But apparently they're both, I've got to check this. This is what we've got to do some research on. Apparently they're both amazing. They're all set back in the time. But city to the San Francisco area. We're not stopping in any cities, but I've got around 380 k's. We're not going into San Francisco, I don't think.
But in that area, so you might as well say there's around
about halfway.
400 kilometres.
Yeah, because what we're trying to do is get to the West Coast now.
Yep. Which
to the Big Sur in California. We want to do the
Santa Barbara.
Well, okay. You had to take that out because
all
Big
up,
Sur to Santa Barbara.
All up from San Francisco to Santa Barbara is around about 523 kilometres. 523.
Yeah. Okay. So San Francisco to Big Sur is about 250. Then Big Sur to Santa Barbara, 330. Then we've got Santa Barbara to San Diego. How far is that?
Which is about 350 kilometres.
350, yeah. And that's where we're staying for 2 nights. 2 nights in San Diego where I'm doing an appearance. But San Diego to LA is about 200 k's. Is that right? That's it. We can add up all the k's now. 10,000. Because we're doing day trips around all that. That doesn't count the 10-day or the what's now 7 days in Sturgis and all the day trips we're doing around the Black Hills. Mount Rushmore, the Needles, all those rides. So a good 16,000 kilometres this trip.
Yep.
And then we'll work out how many states we're going through. Easy peasy.
In 3 months.
Yep.
We can do it.
That's all right.
Yep.
Do that for breakfast.
Coffee.
Okay. I'm the Aussie and the Indian. Oh, wrong one. This Indian.